Hey guys, my name's Ben Howard. We're out here at Gower Park to play the fourth match in the second part of the Zone Clone bracket. If you haven't seen the series before, I'd appreciate if you went back and watched it. But today we've got the 4th seed Horny Toad versus the 13th seed Pig. I really don't have too much experience with either one of these discs. I have thrown a Pig a little bit, but it's been a long time, and I think it was different plastic maybe? No, it was R-Pro. And then I have like less experience with Horny Toad. It does feel, I do see what a lot of people are talking about. This does feel a lot like a zone. This have a little bit more of like a blunt edge to it, but feels very similar to a zone in the hand. But I do think the Pig might be like a little bit more overstable, have a little bit less glide, something like that. But there's only one way to find out. So let's go and get in the round and see who wins. All right, guys, for hole one, got a par three, about I want to say 250 feet. It does play a little uphill, so it's going to play a little bit longer than that. But I think the best play for both of these discs is just going to be going out to the right. Backhand, probably just flat. I don't think I need to throw this on any highs or anything like that. Horny Toad does have the box since it is the higher seed. Let's see what that flies like. Oh, if that was higher, that'd be really good. I got a good skip though, so that should be like edge of circle one maybe. Now for the Pig. There we go. Swing. Huh, didn't fade that much that time. Interesting. Okay, so I was right about the Horny Toad. It's about circle's edge short. And the Pigs, about the same. Maybe a little bit closer. Maybe like closer to 25 feet. But either way, we're starting out with a long putt. See what we can do. Man. Get there. Ooh, just crawled in there. All right, guys, for hole two, another par three. This one's like maybe 150 feet, probably a little bit shorter than that, honestly. But you can see the basket straight ahead. You really just got to decide which side of this tree you want to go on. I would be tempted to go on the right side of it, but you got some early branches and stuff. So I think I'll go to the left side with both of them on forehand and do kind of like almost like a sawed off hyzer. Let's see, the Pig got the box on the last hole. Let's see. A little too sawed off, but that should be a in the circle putt. Nah, I pull that. Whew, got lucky though. Okay, so this is where the Pig ended up, which is a little bit worse than I was thinking it was going to be. The Horny Toad's up here, probably 20, 25 feet, but I guess I'll stick with the Pig shot, and I won't use this mulligan yet because I actually have a chance to make this putt, but this is definitely worse than I was thinking it was going to be. Nope. You gotta film every putt on these baskets because it's just one thing of chains on all of them. So spit outs are very likely out here. All right, guys, for hole three, par3. I believe this one's right at 100 feet. It's down here tucked off to the right. So similar shot to what we threw on the last hole, but we need to throw it even more of like a stall-y hyzer into the green. Horny Toad did get the box back on that last hole, so let's see. Ooh, got a piece of it. Oh, that was a good route. I threw those way too hard. All right, guys, for hole 4, the par 3. This might be the same distance as the last hole, but I think it's technically a little bit longer. Horny Toad still got the box. So I'm just going to try and get to land flat right at the basket with the forehand. Oh, yeah. Perfect. There we go. Okay, so apparently hole 5 has been temporarily closed. So what they've done is they've actually added in a tee pad over here about 30 feet off hole 5's old tee pad. And we're going to play from this tee pad to hole 6's basket, which is up here behind this tree. Since we're losing a hole, I'll probably just make up something at near the end of the round. If it matters, we'll see. But yeah, Horny Toad still got the box. Didn't quite get the turn like I wanted to, but that's a putt, I think. That's more what I wanted. Skip. Okay. It's hard to tell how far or close that is, so hopefully I'm close. Okay, so this is a Horny Toad right here. The pig's about the same distance, but I did throw a little bit more direct to the basket, so it's a little bit closer, but I don't think either one of them are inside the circle. So I've got nice stiff headwinds for this putt. Make this a little tougher. Let's see. Nope. Good layup. Oh, in front of it. Dang. All right, guys. So I guess this would be hole 6 for the video, but this is actually hole 7. Got a par 3, I think about the 250-foot range. You can see it up here, basically up on top of the hill. For this one, pretty much have to go with the forehand. I just got to decide which side of this tree I want to go on. And with these slower discs, I'm pretty much going to have to go to the left side of it. Just try and throw both these discs on Anheuser, either at the tree or out to the right side of the tree. Get them to turn in front and then flatten out and push straight up the hill. It's going to be a tough shot for sure, but I should be able to get them at least into circle 1. Horny Toad's still got the box. Yep, just like that. I think that's still short, so I'm gonna have to make like at least a 20 to 25 foot putt for the birdie, but I got a chance. Oh, that's even better. Oh, that got way up there. Nice. Nice. All right, guys, for hole 7, which is actually hole 8, we got a par 3 baskets right there in front of us between those two trees. I want to say it's over 250 feet, but who knows? This play a little uphill. It's hard to get all the way up there without throwing like a mid range, at least for me, especially with how tiny this tee pad is and how raised off the ground it is. But we'll see how close we can get. Still the Horny Toad's box. I'm not committing to this Anheuser's with that thing for some reason. I'd probably circle 2-ish. Not sure. There we go. Committed to that one. Skip, roll, run, go. Okay, that's better, but it's still gonna be like edge of circle 1. Okay, so I was right. Horny Toad's like 40 feet probably, and then the pig might be, I doubt it's even edge of circle. It's probably outside. But let's see if I can actually make a putt from outside the circle one for once. Nope. Oh, got a little bit of the band. I figured that right to left wind would kind of help it swing a little bit, but it also kind of held it up in the air. All right, guys, so for hole 8 of the video, hole 9 for the course. Got a par 3, 250 feet. You see the basket straight ahead. Still the Horny Toads box, but for this one, just gotta be careful because we do have a left to right wind, so it's gonna make these discs fly a little bit more straight and make them drop once they get over on a little bit of hyzer. So just need to throw them either just straight at the basket should be fine for both of them, I think. I'm just a little worried about the pig not getting all the way down there, but we'll see. Yep, that's perfect. Get out of those branches. Okay. And it's even closer. All right, guys, for hole 9, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play from right next to hole 9's basket back up to hole 8. Should be about a similar distance to what we just threw for hole 9, but you have to get under these branches just in front of the basket, so you just need to come in low, or I can kind of swing them out to the right and have them come in under the branches where it's a little bit higher. I think I could just throw both of them flat and get all the way down there. So I think I am going to try and aim out to the right as far as I can and just see if I can get a swing in late. Because now we have a crosswind coming from right to left, so it should drag them farther to the left anyway. So probably the wider the better. Still the Horny Toads box. Ooh. Oh, that's parked. And that should be part 2. Well, kind of dropped a little bit, so I got a putt. Okay, so the Horny Toad actually did go a little long, so I have basically the same putt from both of them. The difference is really going to be the pig. I have a little bit worse footing, and I'm putting slightly downhill. Fun. Whew. All right, I'll double check the scores real quick, but I think we're going to a playoff. All right, guys, so I just added up the scores, and we are all tied up. So for the tiebreaker, we're going to play hole 9 again, but this time we're just playing CTP. And since both the discs still have their mulligans, we're just going to cross them out and say nobody has any mulligans, so that way I don't have to walk down there and come back and throw a bunch of times. Just make this one and done. Let's see. Since this is a playoff, we'll flip and see who goes first. Heads, Horny Toad, tails, pig. Heads. That sits, that'll be really good. Yeah. Okay. That's good, but that's beatable. Let's see what the pig can do. Oh, dang it. Get under him somehow. Nope. Alright, that's it. Alright, guys, I finished up a round out here at Gower. Ended up having the Horny Toad take it down over the pig. And hopefully it comes through my camera well. Like, these two were like neck and neck. Like, I really couldn't notice a huge difference between either one of them. I could just throw them both flat. They push for a long time and then have a gentle fade. And they both handled a backhand about the same. They both handled a forehand about the same. Really felt like I was throwing just the same disc multiple times. And I was especially surprised with the pig because I was thinking the pig was going to be something a little bit more like a harp, where like it just doesn't have the glide or like the push out of something like a zone. But this has a great amount of glide. Wasn't crazy overstable like I was expecting it to be, and I can see why people love the groove track on these things. This feels so nice. And I was surprised too, like it doesn't really feel a lot like a putter. It feels more like a mid range than I was expecting it to. So I highly enjoyed playing with the pig today. I'm really sad to see it go, but the horny toad is going to be moving on to the next round. I don't remember what next week's video is going to be, but I'll go ahead and put up on the screen right here. Should have that out next Friday, so y'all stay tuned for that. But thank y'all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe, and have a good one.